LinkedIn Live. Today's topic, enthusiastic outreach. We've been talking the last few days, and I've been doing this every day, and love to have you as an audience. And if you know somebody who could use some LinkedIn tips and some strategies to cut the learning curve and accelerate your success trajectory, let them know about this. In the meantime, I've been teaching strategy, sharing experiences. I've been doing this 1,000 days in a row. I posted on LinkedIn. I've got 2 collaboration groups. I've got 2 podcasts, and I've got 38,000 connections and a bunch of wonderful trusted relationships. So what I'm doing is working. What I'm hoping will happen, it'll work for you. So what are we talking about when we're talking about enthusiastic outreach? Well, there's a saying, people hear your music before they hear your words, and if you're not confident, if you're not enthusiastic, your words kind of fall a little flatter and get less impact. And you can just see how it continues to roll the wrong way. So how do you get enthusiastic outreach? Well, break it down into 2 words. One is enthusiastic and the other one is outreach. Put them together, you've got a powerful combination. So how do you get enthusiastic? Well, what do you do before you do what you need to do? And the question is, how do you get ready for what you're about to broadcast? Are you really bringing the best you to the table? Or are you just checking the boxes, don't really believe it yourself, but figure you'll do it, and maybe lightning will strike in a bottle? Even if you don't think that way, that's really what you're dealing with. It's a lottery ticket, and it's not duplicatable. It's not scalable. So, what do I do? Well, I have a whole regimen every morning of exercise and meditation. And when I get to what I'm doing, I'm 110% sold on it, and believe it's like trading my $20 bill for your $10 bill just to see the progress. In Mike Weiss's and mine LinkTank collaboration group that we just launched 2 weeks ago, and information is right at the bottom there if you want to learn more about it. The progress in just 2 weeks has been incredible. One lady who joined changed just her kind of salesy approach, and in 1 week doubled the amount of interest in her content. So, it's little things done right over time that compound, and being enthusiastic is a great way to start the day and to be in a better place than the majority of people on LinkedIn. Because if you really looked at it, LinkedIn is a competitive marketplace among LinkedIn players. People think that they're in the same boat competing for the same customers. When you have 810 million members, no one's got the same anything. So the key element to that is you have all these people who they say are on LinkedIn, but no, they joined LinkedIn. They're off of LinkedIn because they don't do anything. The greatest majority, 90+%, don't do a thing every week. The 10% who do, don't do it consistently, don't do it well, don't elevate and learn beyond just commenting, liking, posting. It's like planting seeds, cultivating, but never harvesting. And they go back to planting and cultivating, and all of a sudden they got big numbers, mostly vanity numbers, and they don't hurt. Believe me, people don't like to hang out with people that don't have anybody. So, getting back to enthusiastic outreach, once you can get your attitude right, and once you're ready to go, if you're not bringing the best you, why not? What are you waiting for? It's not, this does not come back again. What you do today is done tomorrow. So as far as outreach, that's another paradigm shift for a lot of people, because they're used to buying, taking, asking, and waiting for it to show up. LinkedIn is not Amazon. LinkedIn is a place where you need to go to work. And if you worked really 8 hours for someone who you really didn't like, didn't care for, and really didn't want to have a future with, why wouldn't you put 10 hours in of hard work for yourself? And how many people put an hour in? You know, they do this plus this, or actually they do what they do plus LinkedIn. They don't give it a lot of attention. Can't expect a lot, but they do. Get frustrated, start doing some dumb stuff, or don't do any stuff, which is leaving. And then how do you come back, right? I know that there are people doing really good on LinkedIn. So it means LinkedIn works if you work it the way really good professional LinkedIn people do it. So the outreach shift is really about, instead of waiting for something to happen, make something happen. And really, if you want to look at it, if you're coming from a place of abundance, and you only have so much time and so much room for so many people, you're going to get a lot more particular. If you're coming from a point of scarcity and materialism, and you need this and you need that, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to get it, you know, what are you digging a hole for? You know, because you're just spinning the wheel of luck, and it usually doesn't work out. The other approach is decide who are you waiting to call you or reach out to you and hoping it happens. Well, make a list of all those people, you know, visualize, and go to LinkedIn and do some slicing and dicing and come up with 50 or 100. Now, here's what you do for the outreach. You do what other people don't do because you don't want to get what other people are getting. So you support them. You know, look at every new person you want to talk to you as what are they worth in effort, and more not so much an effort. Everything is a minute or two. If you're commenting, if you're sharing something, it's not, you know, go off on a journey and write a book. So with that point is look at their activity, and that should be a qualifier as to, do you want to pursue this person and build a trusting relationship, and then be able to talk on a peer level and possibly do some collaboration for mutual benefit. So what I do is I look for people. If they haven't posted in 30 days, I don't bother. You want to work with the workers. The second thing, I see what they're posting. And if it's quality stuff and I really align with it, I'm going to start supporting it, but supporting it in a distinguishing way that differentiates me from the crowd. If you do everything a little bit better than everybody else, you'll be the best. Makes sense. And then once they see that, out of guilt or out of obligation, they'll thank you, right? Because you'll stand out, because not very many people, how many posts that you get every day that are commented on in a way that says they read it, they really know what I'm talking about, they're sincere? Very few. So you can rise to the head of the class very quickly. And make that part of your outreach. And that way you're making things happen. You're creating opportunities. You're not wondering, how come my content isn't doing it all? Content is secondary to activity, because activity will create better content. Writing and never publishing, not taking action. You know, when I do something, I just lean into it and I make it like a done deal. It's a long marathon. And how many people could run a marathon? And then how many people can enjoy running a marathon and then succeed at it? Very few. And hey, when you're down to 10 out of 800 million or 100 or 1,000, you're in great company, right? This is too much to swallow by anyone or anything anyways. So outreach is leveraged on enthusiasm, connected to, because then it puts you in a mood, and success is an attitude. It really is. People feel it even when it's not said or seen. It's just an energy. So, you know, take yourself And if you need help, and believe me, on LinkedIn, it's too complicated, it's too nuanced, it's changing all the time. There's all kinds of new innovations, all kinds of new strategies, all kinds of new applications. Do you got the time and interest to absorb all that and then keep working and maintaining it and upgrading that? I couldn't. That's why everything I do is joint ventures, collaborations, co-promotions. There's strength in numbers. It's better to get bigger, better, and faster together. And LinkedIn rewards that. They love interaction. They love more time on site. I'm planning on solving a lot of LinkedIn's biggest challenges to create mine and everybody who's with me's opportunity. If you want to join me in what I'm doing, this LinkTank mastermind group is $47 a month, money back guarantee. Check it out just to see what's out there. Better to know than not to know. So anyways, thanks again for joining me today. I'm excited. This program really gets me geared up. In 5 minutes, I'm moving into another big collaboration group. So I wish you the best of success. And if you like what I'm saying, share it with others and join me in this journey to happy success.